Hey, I'm Frank, and I really want to show you something. This right here is the Build Process. It's an acronym that stands for Believe, Understand, Invent, Listen, and Deliver. It outlines a major part of the model to which ideas or solutions are tested and developed here at the African Leadership Academy. Under Believe, you and your team literally have to ask yourselves whether or not you believe that you can make an impact on a certain issue or come up with a solution to a problem. For example, this is your team. All of you have been allocated the same crash, and over the next few weeks you're meant to be identifying problems and coming up with solutions using the Build model as a guide. Meet your crash. This is the project site that you'll be working on. Now I know what you're thinking. What's a crash? Well, a crash is basically a nursery or a daycare center where an organization of adults take care of children in place of their parents, especially during working days. Meet Mama Jane. She's the owner of the crash, as well as one of Africa's many unsung heroes. She started this crash with the sole goal of improving her community by creating a platform by which children can grow and learn in a safe environment. She even took some of the orphans in as her own. I mean, how amazing is she? There's just one problem. Her crash is poorly underfunded, and as a result, her and her students face a series of problems. The crash's playground is packed with litter. Why? Because the local community doesn't care about the environment. And as these children roll in the litter or play with the mossy boxes or tossed out junk, they risk a chance of being sick. The neighbors' domestic animals, as well as stray cats and dogs, waltz onto the property. And just like a lot of us, these kids love playing with animals. While I must admit that the adorable love for these animals is sweet, playing with unvaccinated animals or stray animals exposes them to deadly viruses such as rabies. The makeshift fence poses as a threat to security. It's made entirely out of mesh and scrap metal. And with no gate, anyone is free to waltz in. From infected animals to burglars to thieves. I mean, who knows who could waltz onto the property and the potential damage that they could cause. And as earlier stated, the crash is poorly underfunded. In Understand, you and your team will seek to gain a more in-depth knowledge of the problem. And if steps have been taken before to try to solve the problem, then try to conduct research to find out why the previous attempts failed. It's really good for you to create a database of information that you can refer to while brainstorming on ideas. For example, at Mama Jane's crash, you could do this by taking photos of the animals or the fences, as well as the tipped over bins or thrown out boxes, or generally just the littered compound. And also, just try to have fun and engage with the community at the project site. What follows is the inventing of a solution. The knowledge gained in the last step will enable you to generate new ideas or improve on already existing solutions. Your team realized that by implementing a new fence, it will prevent burglars, thieves, or animals from trespassing onto the property. The fence will help stop diseases being transmitted from the animals to the children, as well as prevent theft from the property. Next in the model is Listen, where you or your team get feedback from various people who could be the end users or beneficiaries of your solution, a board or peers, or in the case of this crash, Mama Jane. The point of all this is for you to pitch your idea and receive constructive criticism. Don't worry, it'll help you improve on the idea such that it benefits its users at a maximum level. This is where the iterative part of Build kicks in. Students will iterate their solutions over time in order to improve aspects of their ideas that have room for improvement. And it's inevitable that the iteration will occur because sadly, there is no perfect solution. However, if the audience you're pitching to is happy with the prototype as it is, then you can move on to the next stage. Last but not least is Deliver. The solution, in whatever form it may take, is delivered to the stakeholders. These stakeholders could be the users or actual investors, or as in the case of GSP, a panel of judges.